Orcs, Hunters, Titans, and all the ships at sea. It is time once again for Happy Hour from the Tower. I'm getting shrugs over here. I don't know what's exactly going on, but guys, you're on camera. I am the host, T. Morris.
Can't we just stay here with the murderous robots?
I'm hearing we're going to be seeing a lot of murderous robots and what's coming next. And sitting over to my left,
I'm Nick Kelly.
They'd rather blow up equipment than let us take it. These Cabal don't have a lot of faith in us, do they?
I have no idea why that might be.
and sitting across from me,
I'm Brandon Kelly.
This is great. Anyone want a hug?
I'm not hugging you.
No hugs.
I forgot about this was the mashup. I forgot that was my Nick Cage mashup. Thank you, Nick. That is awesome. My Luke Cage. Well, you're Nick Cage in my eyes. And
I'll take it.
And all the way from the Carolinas,
Ron Dauphin.
You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you.
That's a nice pullback. That is a nice pullback to the days of Gaul. Really, really nice. And guys, we are right now. Well, at the time of this recording, we are on the verge. But when this goes live, we are going to be in the season of opulence.
Yay, opulence.
Yay, opulence.
Yay, opulence. So here's the thing. On our last show, if you do recall, episode 52, we talked a little bit about that TWAB, and we were all pretty fired up about it. The tone.
Not all of us.
Not all of us. Not all of us. Okay, there we go. Not all of us. Yeah.
Here we go.
But
The vocal majority was certainly.
the vocal majority was rather, let's just say, jaded about the whole thing. However, we've got this new TWAB, and people are really talking up. They're talking some positive things I never heard people would say. I honestly was surprised at the feedback from the community. It's like they're a fickle bunch, aren't they?
Yeah. It's the Bungie community.
Oh, real quick, I wanted to tell you guys. First off, I want to make sure I'm getting the name right. The weapon manufacturers of the two-tailed fox. It's Daito, right? Is it Daito?
Probably. I've never heard that.
Ron, do you know off the top of your head?
No, I didn't fall in love with the gun that much.
Okay,
Spell it.
Yeah,
so
I thought it was Omelon, but
no, Omelan's Jade Rabbit.
Spell it.
Omelon is Jade Rabbit.
it's not the same manufacturer.
No, it's not. At least I don't think it is. Well, something to check. But I will. The reason I'm bringing this up, I wanted to tell you guys this quick story. I was at Balticon last weekend. That was Balticon.org, and I just finished up a Star Trek Discovery panel, and a guy comes up to me and he goes, I just wanted to say, T, I really enjoyed a lot of things you said. The thing is, it's breaking my heart that I'm agreeing with somebody wearing a Daito shirt and not a Tex Machina. And I was like, what is he? And then I looked down and I realized I was wearing my two-tailed fox. And I was like, oh, dude. So we wrapped a bit. I gave him a flyer. We're good. I have that covered. So, guys, welcome back.
That's definitely not made by Tex Machina.
That is definitely not made by Tex
Tex
Machina.
Machina's better, though.
Well, there we go. Gauntlet Throne. So, guys, real quick, before we start talking about this TWAB that everyone is positively talking about, let's go around, starting with Ron. What are we working on in Destiny 2, and how are we preparing for the Season of Opulence? Ron.
I'm working on Reckoner title.
Very nice.
I have 9 more medals to get. I got one today. 9 more to go.
Well done. You brought her. Aren't you waiting for her?
I just walked her home.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Okay. Brandon, are you working on anything right now?
I got one step closer to Wayfarer, if I still care about that. I'm still one step away from Dredgen. So now I'm like one step away from 2 different triumphs,
Yes.
or 2 different titles.
I know the feeling being one step away.
But we
I really
know.
do.
But we know what the 2 things are. For
Yeah.
Dredgen, it is what?
Protect the runner.
Protect the runner, as
'Cause
it
I
has
don't play
been
with
for a
teams.
month now.
Yeah.
All right.
And
all right.
for Wayfarer, it's what?
The Braytek Osprey and the,
Still?
the
Yes.
2 EP weapons.
Oh my God!
I
Suck
don't
it,
run with
Nabris.
teams. The only time I run with teams is you guys.
Oh well, there is that. Okay, fair
That's
enough.
what we need to
Fair
fix.
enough.
Actually, that will get changed because you're almost done school.
That's true.
So he'll.
So we'll have another shot at it. We will. We'll have another
Yeah.
shot.
I've offered to help, but every time I help somebody get that Braytek Osprey, I'm the one that gets the...
Like, so this is, Ron, that was bad, but what would have been really worse is if we had been running it and I got it, like, my kid would kill me in my sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
it would have been bad.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yes.
Nick, are you working on anything right now?
I'm still
in
inching
Destiny?
closer to Chronicler, my friend. I got a couple
Very
things
nice.
because what's the... Where's Spider? What the hell's the name of the...
Varix the Loyal?
No, Scattered...
Tangled Shore?
Tangled Shore.
I remember the
Shore?
word adjective. The
You're
Tangled
welcome.
Shore
Shut up.
Was the flashpoint. So I got I think 3 more things for that, the Varix lore book. I
You
got
got 2
one
more.
for Dreaming City, and I got another one. I'm just kind of picking up lore left, right, and center. But I am
Good.
still on my crusade. It is June.
Dear God, here we go again.
If you still have your
Oh my
Christmas
God.
lights up, stop right now.
Oh,
Put this podcast on pause and go take your Christmas lights down.
They better be taking them down now because they'll get struck by lightning. The wrath of God will come down upon them because
Yeah, you know
should
why?
not have your Christmas lights up.
That's correct.
It's beginning to look a lot like Labor Day.
So for myself, Brandon, I feel your pain. We were going to be we were going to.
Don't. At least you have a seal.
No, I'm getting there. I'm getting there though. The thing was, so we decided something different this past weekend. We actually were going to try to do some private matches, some private Gambit matches. And
Invite me.
Well, I didn't see you in chat, so I mean.
Well, wake me up next time.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Before
you
he
all
goes-
heard it. You
wake him up.
all
I woke
heard
up at
it.
11 today, T. I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you were up till like 3, dude.
I'm gonna
That's
call
that's-
your
that's till
dad.
midnight.
I will call your dad, and I will call
midnight.
your dad.
Which time zone? You were up past midnight.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, I know you were because I was.
So, everyone is witness. I will call Brandon's
not awake
dad,
either.
and I will say, Nick, get that boy's best out of bed. We are going to do some private Gambit matches.
Here's
But
what I'm going to
the
do.
thing.
I'm going to put you in his phone.
Okay.
And I'm going to set the ringtone as "Wake Me Up Before You Go."
Perfect.
And that is
I love
something
this idea,
you can't
chat.
sleep through.
I love it.
It's true.
Period. No one on earth
I mean,
can sleep through that song.
I can just hear it now. Brandon is often dreamless. Suddenly hear Jitterbug.
Yes.
He's
It's
gonna be
the
like,
"Oh
"God
Mickey, you're
damn
so
it,
fine"
T."
of his time.
Perfect. So the thing is, we're all getting people together for the Gambit matches. So I'm rounding everybody up. I've got Baz, CV606. I've got Bio coming in, and as everybody is coming in, I'm noticing Jen is flying the Cursebreaker ship.
Of course.
Baz is flying the Cursebreaker ship, and then pretty soon the entire conversation is, "What do you think of my ship?" Everybody I mean, I am getting harassed within an inch of my life. Everybody else has
Next
a freaking
week, T.
ship.
Next week.
Hey,
No kidding.
Do you know why?
Why?
That ship is the Dragon Boots of Destiny.
That it is. That it is. To find out more about that, they would go to
ADHDD&D.com.
Yes, sir. They
Wow.
they are. Wow, that's a great pull, man.
You're
That is a
welcome. Shut
great
up.
pull. Holy Hannah. Holy Hannah.
You're welcome. Shut up.
Woo. Okay. But yeah. In fact, while I was on the not the last 3 weeks, but the 3 weeks prior to that, so 6 weeks ago, I was running with Quasi Kyle, and he got the ship midway through the Shattered Throne, and I'm like, "Are you even going for Cursebreaker?" He's like, "Well, I am now." And now he's in a mad race to the finish line because he has to get the lore and the dragon bones, which he can do anytime. But yeah, this week it's going to happen because I am happy to say that yes, I finally do. I finally have my hunter at 675.
Please tell me you recorded it.
I have been streaming this grind, and I'm beginning to get a hang for Spectral Blades. I get it, but I'm still a Tether guy. I like
Tether's better.
I do dig Tether. Tether.
Blade Barrage is better though.
Yeah, but I'm just worried about.
I'm still stuck in my Tether ways.
So am I, but I'm just worried about those blades. As in,
It's Nerf or nothing.
it's coming. It's got to be coming because
Don't use them. It
they're-
doesn't affect you that way.
They're perfect. Okay.
So, to both you guys, how's your world? I'm just kidding. Nobody cares.
Easy there. Easy.
Y'all jokers must be crazy.
My Warlock is fine. Thank you very much.
Mine's at 437.
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
Unleash the fury!
You're killing me, Kelly. You're just killing me.
Take you on a couple of them Gambit raise your power level thing missions.
Yeah, I need to get to level 50 first.
Oh yeah.
Because
My Warlock could pick up the check. Your Titan with his little tiny arms couldn't reach for it.
Oh my God. Damn.
Whatever. You know.
Damn. Harsh out there. So real quick, oh my God, CV was actually in chat. Baz is in chat. ZG Photo is in chat. Elder Unicorn is in chat.
Sup, everybody?
It's sup, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the show. All right, let's talk.
Oh, that's good because I have trivia questions, and that's
Oh,
a good set of people to
fantastic!
answer
Some trivia questions. And I tell you what. So, let's see. So what we'll do is we'll take the winners of the trivia rounds. We'll draw some names, and whoever wins it wins a copy of autographed copy of Twitch for Dummies. How about that?
That's good.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So giving away.
Some of those folks are in that book.
Yep, some of those folks are in that book. That's right. So it was good. All right, so we are talking about the Season of Opulence. Again, we are on the eve, or
hold on,
on the eve-ish.
We're
of
not.
it.
Yeah, we're not yet. Talking about
We're
season.
still not talking about Season of
No,
Opulence.
because we have two things we still need to cover.
Let's talk.
One is Ron's suggestion. I'm still listening to him, even though he's talking Warlock crap. Is he wanted to cover the closing thoughts, parting shots on Season of the Drifter.
Season of the Drifter. Right. Okay, so then let's start with the man who came up with the idea. Coach, your thoughts on the close of Season of the Drifter?
I enjoyed it immensely, and I'm going to remember it fondly as the age of the exotic armor.
Oh wow!
All three of them.
And yeah, that's how I'm going to remember it. The age of the exotic armor, and the true fun of Jotun.
Oh my God, Jotun! Jesus!
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Or as I like to call it, the Telesto 2.0.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. And the thing I've noticed, and I'm owning it. I will own it. The people who really rant against the Jotun are the ones who don't have it, because I don't have it. But yeah, I've lost
not alone.
I've lost count how many times I've had a Jotun fry me. Of course, there was the time where there was a private Gambit match. Someone says to me in a rather arrogant tone, "Sit down, son." And only seconds later, he felt the wrath of my delirium 21%. Want to talk about that, Coach?
Other way around.
That's what I thought.
No.
That's what I thought. Marvinsky, big Marvinsky in the house. How you doing, Marv? Good to see you, man. So
it's a 21% delirium.
It's 21% delirium.
Yeah.
You know, strike that, reverse it.
He still has con crud.
I do.
Yep.
It's all in the sinuses.
21 dyslexia.
21%. Yeah, it's a rare form of dyslexia. It's called stupidity. So, Brandon.
Not that rare.
No, especially in this area, especially in Washington, frickin' D.C. Oh my God!
Ouch.
It's a trap!
Brandon, your closing thoughts on the Season of the Drifter?
It was very Gambit oriented, as it should have
Well,
been.
as it's called, Season of the Drifter. Surprise!
It was the first expansion to completely forget its actual name and just go by the season name. And it is now written in the stars because Penumbra has been completely forgotten.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
And I might need a pop filter on here.
That's okay. You're good. You're doing. Hey, at least we can hear you.
Not
That's the important thing. We can hear
Joker's
you.
Wild went by the wayside.
Yeah, which was the
sounds like
coolest name.
Which I know. I don't know why they changed.
I think
it to
it's
Joker's
internal
Wild.
project names that got released. Like
Probably.
That's all. Like
Yeah.
we're working on a Firepower release of a firewall release that's called Slim Shady. It's never going to be called Slim Shady when it goes to the market.
But are you the real Slim Shady? The real Slim Shady?
As long as it works, I don't care what they call it. That's all I know.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it
As
was
long as
fun.
it keeps the
was a
Syrians
fun-
out.
Yeah.
It was,
As long as you can stand it up, you're happy.
There you go.
Exactly.
it was a fun season, and I got some good weapons and good rolls, and some good Gambit experiences.
Any standout weapons that you're
spare rations and Doomsday.
Oh, now I know spare rations. That's the hand cannon.
Yeah,
correct?
Doomsday's the grenade launcher.
Oh, I don't think I got the.
Isn't
Doomsday.
everything a hand cannon?
That's true.
Yeah,
At
pretty
this
much.
point.
What are we questing for, everybody? Hand cannon. Yep. Thanks, class.
Thorn, Malfeasance, Last Word, Ace of Spades, Lumina, Hawkmoon,
Yeah, no kidding.
Highest Luna.
But
Duke Mark 44.
Any other kind of any other accomplishments or anything that you're
Edge Transit.
particularly proud of, or Edge Transit for the win.
Favorite hand cannon.
Yeah. So
Joker's Wild gave me incentive to go and try and get Dredgen because of the Allegiance quest, and I hope they do more with that.
So Gambit versus Gambit Prime. Are you still very much in favor of Gambit, or are you leaning yourself more towards Gambit Prime? What were your thoughts on the Reckoning? We'll go back to you, Ron, on that too.
Well, I mean, initially Gambit was really slow to me, and I just didn't have incentive to continue playing it repeatedly to go for Dredgen.
Right.
And then they released Gambit Prime, and it was like I could switch whether I wanted a high sweat game or a normal, just laid back one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And then the Reckoning gave me even more reason to try, because that way it would give me bonuses in Gambit Prime, and going for that Invader armor.
Yeah, that sweet armor.
I'm still trying to get that emblem.
Obi, what about you? What were your thoughts about Gambit Prime, and Reckoning?
I liked Prime more than regular Gambit. Reckoning was cool, but tedious. I think they have a solution for the next for the Season of Opulence. I like where they're going on the new activity. They fixed my biggest gripe of the Reckoning with the new. We'll talk about it later. The new co-op activity. Mm-hmm. I thought they missed an opportunity, that being Bungie, where the Invitation of the Nines I thought was really cool, but it opened too strong. You know, that first week with the cutscene was so amazing.
That wasn't
and Bungie was very clear after the praise they got for that. Oh, we won't be doing that every week. Yeah.
Nick,
and they didn't do it again to the end, and I won't spoil it for those who haven't finished it.
Oh no, we're going to talk about that. No, we're going to talk about that in the show.
But I think they missed an opportunity at the very end, because what I thought they were going to do was tie the last invitation, the last vision, with the Queen's offering, the offering to the Oracle, where something happened new where we went through, and tie it together. So, but they didn't. So. Anyway, we'll have to keep.
Yeah. Real quick, Nick. Cool it. Remember, you don't have to do the drop in. I have it right here at the ready.
Show me what you got.
Just give me a high sign or just say T, play it, and I'll know exactly which one, because there's only one here that has your name written all over it.
Show me what you got.
That's pretty much.
That's not true at all. There's another one.
Well, any of the Amanda Holiday ones. Yeah,
no,
okay.
That's not true either.
What's the other one?
Follow
them to glory. Yeah, we got to pull that one out in time. How about you, Nick? What are your thoughts on Season of the Drifter?
So I'm going to answer it in 3 parts that are very small, and I'm going to tie it all back together and get us continuing to move.
Please do.
So please don't even matter about what my thoughts about Season of the Drifter.
I thought you started.
No, I haven't.
Well, then answer yours first.
Okay, fine.
Who cares? That's
Damn.
That's true. He does play a warlock.
Damn. Yeah. Oh my God.
Danger zone.
It's
AT, what are your thoughts on the Season of the Drifter?
I'm glad you
Joker's
asked.
Wild, AKA Kenny Rogers.
No,
that's not right.
No. That was a Six Pack.
That was the
Gambler. That was
Six Pack's where he
wild.
gets the kids right, the race car. Oh man, you were all over.
Look, I'm just on a warm summer's evening. On a sparrow bound for nowhere.
They took turns with Becky, and there were 3 of them.
I met up with the gambler, and we were both too tired to sleep. Okay, so
some of them considered.
And since we're talking about country songs, I just got to get this out of my system. The Deadwood movie is absolutely brilliant. Okay, back to what we were talking about.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Season the Drifter. I had a blast with Season the Drifter. First off, that armor, just gorgeous. So something else that happened, and I sent you guys the information on it. I met a sculptor at Balticon, and I'm trying to figure out what I want, because I gave him I asked him for a price quote on some of this what I wanted for my warlock, and he was like, "That'll cost you about $250." And Pip looked at me, $250, and Pip looks at me and goes, "Well, you do have a birthday coming up," and I was like, "Oh my God, I can actually make this work." Mm-hmm. But the question is, which armor do I go? Reverie Dawn, which I love, not the Reverie, but the Reverie Dawn from the Dreaming City, or do I go with the Duster of the Cormont Blade, which is actually armor from Test that looks really, really good?
It's the Star-Lord armor.
Yeah, pretty much. Or do I go with the Reaper? Because man, the Reaper with the snake and it's.
I say you go with what you finished D1 with.
Wow.
I went back to play that today, and I was like, "That's what my hunter looks like." I forgot about that.
Oh man, you know what it is? It's the Crota. It's the Crota stuff. So I gotta ask him. So how could you make that glow, dude? Or can you make these parts clear? You know, because wow, that would be a reach.
I did walk in today and go, "Are you in the Cosmodrome?" And he goes, "Yep." Like
it's well, right now I'm trying to get you with Mazzy. Is it Mazzy? We met Maxie. Thank you, Maxie. I'm trying to get you, Maxie, me, and 3 others to do the
Menagerie?
No. Back to D1. Back to D1. We want to do Wrath of the Machine. And she was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a Wrath of the Machine." And I'm like,
saw your Twitter exchange.
That's Axis, right?
The what?
Axis, isn't that the bad guy in Wrath of the Machine?
Yeah. That's the one that we did the
Axis
cosplay
Prime.
feature. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one
Yes.
we did. That's the one that takes place. Yeah,
Right, where you got
exactly.
the video of you missing
Rise of
by
Iron.
a mile and a half.
Pretty much.
Or 2 kilometers. if you
Pretty
wanna go that
much.
way.
Hey, look, I
Yes.
put,
While D1 is still alive, Bungie should stop bringing back D1 guns into D2.
but
Yeah.
anyway. But that is for another time. Yes,
rather do
Nova
a
is
D2
absolutely right.
raid.
It's Axis and Vosik.
Thank you.
Those are the two guys. Thank you, Nova. Do appreciate it. Welcome to stream. Thanks a lot. But no, I had an absolute ball in Season of the Drifter. Love the weapons coming out of Gambit.
They're beautiful.
I love the bug out bag. I am not a submachine gun dude, but the bug out bag
I can't
is
use
kinda
that thing.
Love it. I had a pretty good roll on it too. The
didn't.
pulse. I can't remember the name of the pulse rifle off the top of my hand. I really like the pulse rifle. And then there was the and then of course there was the, let me get it right this time, the 21% delirium.
There you go.
Which I didn't particularly care for the ornament. I like that spray
The
paint.
ornament just takes off the Gambit symbol.
No. What it does is it makes it all chrome, and then it makes the Gambit symbol like this little jade inlay. And I'm like, no, I want it spray painted on. I want it looking nasty. I want it looking mean.
With my shader just gets rid of
Ask
it.
Ron about it. He got real intimate with our 21% delirium in that Gambit Prime match, but that's beside the point. Anyway, so going back to
It's the 21% dystopia. It's got graffiti and it turns every 4th building into like rubble.
there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I really love the weapons that came out of it. I did not get my hands on many, if any, of the Pinnacle weapons that came out. Of course, I'm looking at
this season
can
wasn't
speak to
good for
that.
Pinnacles except for Gambit.
That's
Right.
good.
Because one of them was it was a submachine. It was the Recluse
yeah,
and the Oxium SR1.
oxygen.
Oxium.
Was it Oxium?
I thought.
thought it was
oxygen.
It was oxygen, yeah. Sorry,
Oxygen.
but it was
Oxygen.
just SR3, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was neither of those fit the categories they were under. Unlike next season's.
I did not get either of those, so
I didn't either.
Nothing venture,
And I
nothing
don't
gain.
care to.
So
The
that
Invitation of the Nine.
wait, I'm getting there.
I just wanted to say, Invitation of the Nine, that was so much damn fun. I really enjoyed that, and I would really like to see more of those types of side quests going on. I am still, as I mentioned earlier, I'm still, grinding for Cursebreaker. But the more I grind for Cursebreaker, the more I'm really liking the Shattered Throne, and the more I really would like to see dungeons become a thing.
Yeah, they did
were
one
fun.
of those and just threw it out.
And we loved it.
Yeah.
And we loved it, and they're just like, okay, we're moving on. It's like, dudes, come on, it works. It works.
They're raids for people who don't like raids.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think that they created a dungeon like a one and done, and I'll pull back to that in a minute. So 3 things. Number 1, you guys give me a couple names from chat T that you just talked about.
Well, we
here.
got
Some folks
we got
who were here.
Nova, we got ZG Photo, Unicorn, and Drafty.
Okay. So the folks who were here, you guys heard. Brandon's missing one thing for 2 different steps, right? T's missing one thing. I'm missing one thing. And candidly, if you want my thoughts about Season of the Drifter, I didn't take full advantage of it the same way I didn't take full advantage of the Black Armory because my problem is your problem, which is I typically run solo. And if I run with the team at all, it's you boneheads. So, and other than Obi showing up every once in a while, and just kind of like really like, come on, boat anchor, I'll drag you through this next step. Like, I would have missed out on a couple different things. Like, I wouldn't have done the Forge at all if it wasn't for you and Bio, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
I'm going to be honest. I don't like running with Obi. It's just because he can't hear me. I don't like running with him just because he's better than me.
Well, see, I'm okay with that. That's
I'm
a
not.
difference in our approach to the game.
For what you missed, Obi.
Don't tell him.
No, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to
Don't
call you
tell
out
him.
on that. Obi, the reason why Brandon doesn't like running with you is because you're better than him.
That's not true. That's not true. That's nice of him to say. I appreciate that. That speaks well of your father for being so polite to me, but that's not true.
Yeah.
And as far as Nick goes, Nick, check your PSN messages.
God.
I know. I'm like in 3 days later, and he's like, "Hey, man, where did you go?"
Yeah.
It's either that or I'm going to pick up donuts for the kids because it's 4 a.m. I'm like, oh, damn it, you're right. Okay, so yeah, I'll have to have a second screen for my PSN messages. But yeah, so I think that speaks to a little bit of the game where you have if you only ever do PvE and not PvP, you miss X amount, which is we're all agreed. Those of us who don't do certain things are on board with that. If you only ever play as a person and not part of a team, with as many good community resources as we have, as many people as we have who are really like want us to succeed as much as themselves, I think we're it's not an admission of anything. It's my problem as much as it's anybody's problem. Is that we should have enough people that we could just kind of ping and be like, hey, here's where I'm stuck. Can you do this, right? And so I think maybe if we got past that little nervousness step, like both of us, I'm kind of like a bunch of people I know are playing, but blank, right? Maybe I don't know if I've got. Because when I play, a lot of times it's at the end of a week, it's at the end of a business trip, it's at the end of I've played a concert and it's 2 a.m. I'm getting home, and I maybe just don't.
Or we're coming back from a con, people talking about Destiny, and we just look at each other and we go, do we want to listen to people talk about Destiny, or do we want to just go in and play Destiny? Yeah.
Right, yeah. So,
I mean, but that's one thing I will do a quick shout out, because right now I'm getting some a little bit of ribbing in chat about the fact that I don't have the ship and my prowess in PvP, which is why I don't have the Recluse and things like that. But I will say, the folks centered around my stream, centered around this podcast, centered around the chat, centered around Destiny in general, they're good people. And reaching out to them and connecting with them should be easier for us. We're just kind of hung up about it because I think of some past dealings with D1. But I think with D2, we just have to get over that hump, and just because like what happened on Twitter this week, talking with Maxie was just so jazzed, like, oh my God, you, me, and Brandon, yeah, let's do this, do this. Yeah. She's still like, we're gonna find that night, we're gonna find that damn night. And the minute you're out of school, I can hear it now. Maxie's gonna be like, when are we running?
She's insanely fun to run with, by the way.
She is. I would just rather run a D2 raid.
So then we can
run a D2. So after we run a D1 raid, let's run a D2 raid. Why not?
Here's my ask of the thoughts that are in chat, and share it with with other folks in the clan or otherwise. If you see some of us on and we're a little hung up on asking for some help, man, but don't feel free to ping us and be like, so what are you working on? Can I give you a hand? Because maybe we're a little afraid to ask ourselves. Maybe we're a little hesitant to ask on our own behalf.
I mean, Jen considers herself an introvert, and yet whenever she comes on stream, what you doing? You got room for one more?
Not what introvert means.
And that's
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is that's she considers herself shy, very very I hang back, but now she's like, what you doing?
Right.
Let's do it. Let's do it together. You want some company?
And I'm not an introvert in any stretch of the imagination.
Neither am I.
But
no.
there's a large part of me as a player that is like, I'm just going to drag everybody down, so I'm not going to waste anybody's time.
But here's the thing.
That's kind of my hang up.
But here's the thing, and I put myself in this category. I'm not the world's greatest player, but people bring me into raids because they know I'm going to be entertaining. It's those follow them to glory moments. It's whatever. Whenever I run with Dan Finity, it is my mission to see how often I can make him giggle, and also at least one time during the raid, I got to do a walk-in. Because I'm raiding, and I can hear Dan cringing. Meanwhile, the rest of the raid team is just losing it because they know that he hates my walking.
Oh, okay.
And so, I mean, I just enjoy making him giggle. And so, yeah, absolutely, it's just that. So that's what I bring. Yeah. I'm like, no, I can shoot, I can point, shoot, and kill mans. I can also be the court jester. Sometimes my aim's getting better. My aim's getting better.
Than it was in D1.
It's better on PC. Let's be honest.
It's better on PC. Everyone's aim's better on PC.
That's true. So we've actually been.
I'm just here to clear ads.
There we go. I'm here to clear ads and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
You're Adblock Pro, the Titan.
So, guys, we have already spent half an hour talking about Season of the Drifter, closing thoughts, things like that. So how about this? Let's go on ahead and let's take a break, and when we get back, we will talk specifically about Season of Opulence. I know we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to do that trivia for the signed copy of Twitch for Dummies. We're going to do all that right now. Let's just hang out with chat and let's just chill out right after this break. And we are clear.
That was fun.
Yeah. Man, that went fast, too.
Yeah.
That went fast.
That was good. I didn't know I was going to talk about my psychological hang-ups today. It's good therapy. Thank you for the therapy session, Kurt.
So Nova says, my aim sucks on PC most of the time because of low FPS and no aim assist. And yet I disabled aim assist. I don't want aim assist on PC.
Yeah, it's a lot easier without it.
I generally, as soon as I get
a high frame rate, it's way easier than consoles.
But I will say
we were shrugging because your monitor is off.
Which one?
Here's one.
That
I don't know what life is like without him looking at 82 tabs at a time. Like,
well, I figured I'd give your brain a break. I really did. I just wanted to give your brain a break.
Too late.
But hey, so just real quick shout outs. Drafty, thanks for joining us. Nova, again, thanks for hanging out with us. Unicorn, just being Unicorn, thank you very much. Nova,
crew.
Everybody, it's good to see you all. We're going to be talking in the second half of the show specifically about the Season of Opulence.
Yay, opulence.
Yay! What are you doing? What are you doing to my mouth?
Your patches or his patches?
But we're just gonna.
Mine now.
Hey, easy. I actually got a second set of the original patches.
Yeah, we did too.
And it's funny because because Serena saw them and she was like, this was again at Balticon, and she said, "Oh, those are great, Dad. Can I have them?" And I said, "Sure." Got to give me back my Destiny 2 lanyard because she needed a lanyard. She needed a lanyard for the spring string thing at JMU.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, here." And I gave her my Destiny 2 lanyard. And I took one look at her and I said,
Warlock one, wasn't it?
No. Remember, I gave that to the rando.
Yeah.
But I gave her the one that I got, and I said, "I am going to get that back, right?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." Well, now she wants my Cade mug, and she wants the patches, and I'm like, "It's just going to cost you the lanyard." And she's just like, so we'll see how it goes.
You should be able to. How'd you get the second set of patches?
Aaron from Chain Nerd, she basically just gave them to me.
So you should be able to go under like Loot Crate for the Vault. They should be in there.
Well, Serena doesn't know that.
I know she's probably not listening. So why listen to your dad?
Exactly.
God, who does that?
Yeah, jeez.
What are you guys talking about?
Huh?
Exactly.
Who are you?
So
Zer wasn't selling a weapon this week. Let's talk about that.
Oh, geez, was he not?
Nope. He had 3 things of armor. That was it.
Aeon safe.
Doesn't matter. He wasn't selling a weapon. That's the more important thing.
Glitch.
I'm just gonna go eat my lunch. Okay, no problem. I know a lot of people who are doing controller on PC. I personally, I'm like, look, if I'm going to do PC,
I prefer mouse and keyboard.
I want the full experience. I want the full experience, no matter how awkward it is at the beginning. But as soon as as soon as I finish Cursebreaker, I'm gonna bring back Sunday School and Monday mouse and keyboard. Just bring it back because I'm missing PC. I'm missing PC stuff. But it's been fun. It's been fun actually grinding for Cursebreaker, believe it or not, in a weird, sadistic, very hollow sort of way. I am enjoying the Cursebreaker grind, but god damn it if I don't get that ship.
Oh, there's definitely like if you're visualizing success, like as all the business coaches will tell you to do. I'm already seeing that moment where he finally gets the freaking knockers drop, the thing that you want, the Osprey. What the hell is it called?
Braytech Osprey.
The Braytech
I
Osprey.
really want to be there when it happens.
Still want Dredgen more. That's the thing.
You'll get him
what do you
both.
need from
I know.
Dredgen?
I'm just saying,
What do you
Wayfarer's
need?
cool.
He needs Protect the Runner.
No, what is Protect the Runner? Tell me that again.
Guardian of the Fire team needs to deposit 100 motes without losing any. But I don't have teams to play with.
See, now that's...
And I can't do it solo because the rest of the team banks. So,
right, exactly. So we got to find either time where it's you, me, Jenny, and Ron, or you, me, Ron, and Nick, or combo of people that are in my chat and just go, okay,
I'm just
let him do that.
Yeah, I'll just play defender and then use the bubble.
Real quick, completely off topic, Ron, have you gotten that recipe written down yet that you were talking about?
No, a couple of things about me. There's never a recipe. I just do.
Could you?
But if you search online, I did just as a goose say, let me see. I'm like somebody. I'm not the one to invent the wheel, so I'm sure somebody's got it, and there's like 10 different ones already online.
Right. So hip the fire team and those in chat. Listen to this thing that Ron came up with, or that he did. This is an amazing dish. Ron, go for it.
Applewood smoked pork belly mac and cheese.
Applewood. I'm gonna just say that nice and slowly again. Applewood smoked pork belly mac and cheese. That just sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm out.
No,
I don't eat mac and cheese and I don't like pork.
You're not get out of my house.
The last time I had mac and cheese, Knight Rider was still on television.
Oh,
and
my
I got
God.
violently ill at my dead father's apartment.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and puked my guts out. So it doesn't leave a
no,
happy memory.
No.
So,
Okay, well then, I'll give you a pass on that.
He wasn't dead at the time. I realized I put that.
The mac and cheese didn't kill him, right?
No.
Okay, thank God for that.
My father was alive at the time, but he's since passed on.
All right.
I had a very morbid picture of a dead body next to you
It
while
was
you're eating
weird. I
mac
had to
and
step
cheese.
over his corpse to puke in the sink. It was really weird, Ron. It was really weird.
Oh,
And I just finished dressing him in his best Sunday best.
Oh,
Oh my
Man,
goodness!
things suddenly took a really dark turn. Are you
Right.
sure you're not from the DC universe?
Do you know how many George Romero movies I've watched growing up? Are you kidding me? I love it. Brandon watched when he was 10 days old. He watched Dawn of the Dead with me.
Oh God love him. Nicely done.
It
Explains a lot.
Yes, it does.
By the way, everybody, I should do a quick shout out for our sponsor. You notice I'm wearing the love. Brandon and I are matchy, but Brandon's hoodie did not come from where this hoodie came from, which is HangryGamerGear.com. You can find out more about all the stuff we do at Hangry Gamer Gear, and they are gracious sponsors of this podcast. So go on ahead and check them out.
Do you know where Brandon got the hoodie he's wearing?
I was curious about that hoodie. Where did you pick up that hoodie, Brandon?
I don't even know.
So
I don't know
that hoodie / sticker that we have / picture on the wall / throw pillow. We have all the same artwork. It's from It's from Cobb One Art at Cobb One Art, who we met at GuardianCon.
Oh, nice.
And he'll be at GuardianCon 2019, even if we are not. His work is amazing. We got the Dead Orbit poster from the same guy.
Wow. Oh, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So if you're going to GuardianCon, even if you're not, go check out Cobb One Art. Go check out Nerd and Needle.
Nerd and Needle?
Yes, that's Elaine.
Right.
She does.
Nice one.
She does the Geek Wolfpack podcast patches on top of a ton of Destiny patches that we have. They're more than even what I've got on my jacket. But yeah, she does just incredible work. She did one for Bife that has his logo.
Oh wow, nice.
Which is like right down to the whiskers of the lion. It's insane.
That's great.
Yeah.
So a couple other things real quick. Before this podcast, I for those of you who are watching the social. It turns out Nerd and Needle was Dan's guest on the podcast this week.
Oh, awesome! Yeah.
So I guess it took you up on that.
She's amazing. I mean, she's just super, super polite and down to earth, and just I'm gonna sound old, but she's a good kid. And she just constantly creates amazing stuff. She did not only our Geek Wolfpack podcast patches, but she did some for my wife's business, which is the whole bodybuilding fitness figure thing, which is
Strength and Grace.
No, it's the So You Want to Compete.
Oh, that
patches.
one. Okay.
Yeah, and they came out really nice too. So she's
well done.
Super easy to work with, really, really reasonable if you're trying to get anything done. But she's just a gem. She's nice to have.
So one of the things that I was about to say, I just put up the social links in chat.
Yep.
For those of you who are watching my my social, my daughter and I just got back right before we recorded started set up for the podcast. We just got back from Detective Pikachu.
Huzzah!
And I'm got to tell you something. I enjoyed the crap out of it.
Sure.
And I didn't even get half of the lore. But Serena is nerding out hard next to me. Just at one point, she was like, "Oh!" I mean, she was like that through. And I was like, is she having a seizure? Do I need to call help? And what's going on? And afterwards, we got a chance. She hipped me on to the lore that I was obviously missing.
Okay.
Because Dad. But even if you're not into Pokemon, this was a really well done film. And I figured it out halfway through. This is Serena and Brandon's generation's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Because if you remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is there's this. So Mr. Stark, there's this old movie called The Empire Strikes Back. If you remember, there was also this old movie called Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where we had they still looked 2-dimensional, but they were 3-dimensional cartoon characters walking through the real waking world.
Who was the male lead in that?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
Bob
that's
Hoskins.
Right. There it is.
Who also thank you.
I got stuck in
IMDT.
Dennis Hopper, which is the wrong name. So Bob Hoskins, you're right.
No,
yeah.
Dennis Hopper did around that time. Dennis Hopper was doing the Super Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins.
I just got stuck in the name.
Yeah, there you go.
Loop. So yeah, Bob Hoskins. I don't know if he did win anything for that movie, but it's amazing. Like,
I just remember his first line. He just looked at. He was watching Roger Rabbit go off, and he just went. Tunes and it was that Sam Spade kind of vibe that was going on, but that was happening in Detective Pikachu. It was that real world with the Pokemon fantasy element thrown in, and it was working. Oh, and Dopender's in it. Yeah, Dopender's in it. So I mean, this is a great film.
If you took Bob Hoskins' character from Who Framed Roger Rabbit and you gave him a decade's worth of cocaine and alcohol, that's what Happy is on the Sci-Fi
Channel.
Yeah.
If you're not watching Happy on the Sci-Fi Channel,
the Grant Morrison graphic novels. But yeah, they just finished season 2. I don't know if they're going to get a season 3. Thank you, Sci-Fi Channel. But you get Patton Oswalt as a imaginary friend unicorn, and you get Crazy Eyes Chris Maloney.
Winged unicorn.
Winged blue unicorn.
Winged blue unicorn.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
which comes into play in season 2. But,
so
speaking of unicorns,
Yeah.
has everybody seen the close to the cartoon from our Saturday mornings, Dungeons and Dragons? They ended that storyline in a car commercial.
I heard. I have not seen this.
do what now?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
They basically took the characters from Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, the Saturday morning cartoon.
The old Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, and they made a live action car commercial with them.
Oh.
They've got and I have seen stills from it, and it is our childhood come to life. It is amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And I really need to see it. I have not seen it yet, but I'll put the link in chat.
Hate to be the guy who does it, but you know what? Car commercials will do anything but show you the car. So
You
know what?
bet,
I
Marv.
don't
I will definitely link you on that.
I don't care.
Real quickly, Marv just said he told me privately he wasn't fancying playing with folks today. Then he got invitations to everything happening on Destiny. So I was like, okay, I can't say no.
There you go.
It's because we love you, baby. It's because we love you. We love you, Big Marv. Another thing, and actually Marv and I were talking about this in chat. Amazon Prime just dropped on Friday Good Omens.
Oh yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, this series is absolutely wonderful. It's based on the book by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, and it's kind of when people told me about Good Omens, they said, yeah, you can tell where Pratchett was writing and where Gaiman was writing. You can tell that very easily in the book. I'm sorry, in the show. They have these narrations. Frances McDormand plays the voice of God. And then when they get to the actual dialogue, it's like, okay, that's Gaiman. Right. That's Gaiman. And so the angel is played by Michael Sheen, not Martin Sheen, but Michael Sheen, British actor Michael Sheen.
Give me a C, a bouncy C.
No, not that. Not Martin Sheen. No. And then so it's Michael Sheen playing the angel, and the devil
David
is
Tennant.
played by David Tennant.
Yes.
And Tennant's got this strut. He's got this strut that is part, I'm trying to remember, Kilgrave.
Yeah.
Part Kilgrave and part Peter Vincent from the reboot of Fright Night that he did.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you haven't seen him in that, he's basically doing Chris Angel in Fright Night.
Yeah.
And so you take those two characters, combine them, and that's David Tennant in Good Omens. It's a really, really delightful show. So I highly recommend it to folks. Are you guys consuming any media? Obi, is there anything new you're watching right now? What's up?
No, I not.
He didn't have time for that crap.
He's busy
I
grinding
watch
for
baseball. Baseball's on every night. I watch the Nationals.
Oh my
play.
God, Spaceballs! Wow. Oh man, the 90s are calling. Okay, fair enough. Oh
Baseball.
wow.
Baseball.
The 80s.
Oh, baseball.
Oh,
Okay, I
that's
thought
it.
he said
Baseball.
Spaceballs. You know, Spaceballs, the
Baseball.
flamethrower. The kids love that. Baseball. Got it. Okay, so he's doing sports ball. Good on you. Good on you, Opie. Good on you for breaking the mold. Anything you guys have watched of late?
In the last 4 days, we watched the ending of season 1 of What We Do in the Shadows, season 2 of Happy, and we watched all of season 2 of The Tick on Amazon Prime, which has already been canceled.
What? Yeah. What? Brandon, were you part of any of that or no?
No, he didn't watch live TV. He watches people record themselves.
Ah, okay. Awesome.
He's your target audience on Twitch.
There, I try, but the problem is it's not the prime time for Brandon. Yeah, even Z said that. I said I was doing a quick check on something on the stream, and Z popped in, and I said, so I'll be on tomorrow morning, bright and early, 5 a.m. Z, you're not going to be there, and he just went nope, nope, and it just got bigger and bigger with the caps. So there's that. Oh, cool. So Marv got the yeah, you bet. Thanks for dropping that in there, Obi. I do appreciate it.
I also had a chance to watch a screening of a movie that I have to describe to you guys.
Oh boy, here we go. You get some whoppers too, man. You get some whoppers.
So this was well, this is Mike's fault. It's my guitar player's fault.
Okay.
He read the description and he's like, well, we're going to this stupid thing. And we literally were the only two guys left in the theater by the time it got to the hour mark. It's a movie called Katrina's Dream.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna tell you the synopsis.
Here we go.
And then I'm gonna ask you how you think that movie should look, just based on the synopsis.
Okay, here we go.
You guys ready? Everybody chat. You guys ready? Everybody good? Okay. So Katrina is in love with this older guy.
All right.
And he doesn't want children. So she leaves him for his best friend, who's a younger dude, who is all about having children and starting a family.
So far, so good.
Okay. And then the two dudes get in a car accident. And they can save the young guy's body and the old guy's head. They make one person out of that, and Katrina has to figure out if she can make herself love the combined version of the two dudes. Now, what movie does that look like to you?
The Man with Two Heads. It was with oh my God.
It's just one head.
No, give me a second. But it reminds me of a film called The Man with Two Heads, Ray Milland, and Rosie Greer. It was a Ray Milland was a brilliant neurosurgeon and scientist, and he wanted to make he wanted to put his head on someone else's body and prove that it could be done. But he was also incredibly racist. But the only person that stepped up was former football player Rosie Greer. So you've got the
late 70s movie, right?
Yes, the late 70s movie. Yeah.
Okay,
that's what came to mind.
So something like all right. So that kind of
tone where you could just take one look at it and go, oh, this is cheap as ass.
Well, yes, okay. Ron, you want to chime in with what that movie should look like based on your thoughts?
I'm thinking a horror movie where the guy takes the skin off of his people and slaps them on himself.
So like Hellraiser, like that kind of vibe, right?
Or
make a bodysuit, yeah.
Yeah. So like Hellraiser scanners, like that kind of yeah. Okay. No. It's an Italian Art Deco movie. The whole first 30 minutes might as well be a Fiat commercial of her just driving through the countryside.
Like, where do you find these movies, man?
So this was at a con. We'll leave it at that. But 20 minutes in, we're like, we got to go. Like, we've got to go. And then one of us went to the bar, and that saved the rest of the movie. But nothing saved the rest of the movie.
So, Chat, here's what you got to know about some of the movies that Nick is a magnet to. Nick introduced me to this one movie. It was called Apocalypse Oz.
Apocalypse Oz.
Okay, so I'm gonna just paint the picture for you.
Yes.
Basically, the actors were in random scenes put together. That's all I can describe it. Random scenes put together, Chat.
Yeah.
But they could only use lines from two films: Apocalypse Now.
Yep.
Or The Wizard of Oz.
Correct.
And if I had been stoned, this would have been the next Citizen Kane. If I had been drunk, it would have been the next Pink Floyd's The Wall. But I was stone cold sober. It was not Citizen Kane. It was definitely not The Wall.
No, it's not for you if you're stone cold sober.
No, it is no. But at the same time, it was one of those movies where I kept being drawn back into it. Like, I knew you would think that would be amazing. How you doing, Froy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is these are the films that Nick.
So you can actually get to that one, right? And the best line is, "I love the smell of poppies in the morning."
Yes,
that's the line.
I
right?
love the smell of poppies in the morning. I was oh my God.
You can actually get Apocalypse Oz. One you can't get, and I have it at home. It's called Eddie Loves You. And it's a 15-minute stalker movie.
I think you told me about this one.
Except the stalker is a Tickle Me Elmo. And so it's amazing, but the filmmakers are like, we'll never get it. Nobody will ever get this.
Exactly.
So so they're a bunch of dudes who do like corporate videos and things like that, and they just put this thing together on the side, and it is absolutely nuts. Like, the guy wakes up and there's the head of his other stuffed best friend in his bed. Like, everything that you'd expect from a good stalker movie.
But it's a Tickle Me Elmo.
But the stalker is Eddie Loves You.
Actually, Nova's got it. Nova's got a good point. Next time we do our stream, I'm going to make sure that we have names underneath everyone's cameras so that people know who's talking what. And I didn't even think about that. We do that for the shared desk over at theshareddesk.com.
Dang.
But I didn't do it for this one just because I just took it for granted that people, it's the fire team. But anyway, no. Okay, so extra chat.
We're losing our hunter.
We're actually, I know. Actually, well, Brandon, we're about to bring it back in. Okay,
it's a Destiny podcast.
But this is the live stream. This is the live stream. So here we go. If you're ready,
hey, I'll be seeing you,
punk. Okay, punk. Let's do this.
Snitch.
All right, snitch.
Go thorn yourself.
All right, here we go, everybody. We're coming back in 3, 2. And we are back with the second half of Happy Hour from the Tower. I'm T.
I'm Nick.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Ron.
There he is. Just wanted to make sure you were still there.
Still
we don't need the nameplates. We come back in with the rejoiners.
He was writing down recipes.
Sorry, I can't hear Brandon, so I have no idea what he said.
Oh, that's right.
Fair enough. Okay,
I'm
fair
Ron.
enough. Actually,
somebody promised to cue me. So
just so you know, that's true. So just so you know, Shablar said going from top left clockwise, it's scrub 1, scrub 2, scrub 3, and scrub 4.
Yes.
So thanks. Anyway, thank you. Thank
Take
you.
offense to that. My father was killed by a scrub.
Or is it Screeb or Scrub? Which one was it?
Scrub.
Scrub.
Scream!
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
happy to be the other pilot who gets killed in every Star Wars movie.
There's that.
Yes.
Okay, so season of opulence.
Though I do
season
I
of
get cast as the
opulence.
stoner in all the horror movies, but okay,
I can
anyways.
see that. I could definitely see
Shut
that.
your pie hole. All right, this is where I take over with my copious notes.
Yay, opulence.
Yay, copious
opulence.
notes. All right.
He ruined the joke.
No, it's actually pretty good. Now I need any character, any voiceover actor in Destiny to say, "I've taken copious notes," which, especially if it's failsafe.
I bet you we could get Joy to do that.
Oh, I know we could
I
get
bet
Joy
you
to
we
do
could
that.
get Joy to do that.
Joy's awesome.
Go for it.
Okay, so now let's go through. Is there
This TWAB everybody was happy about. Everybody seemed to be really happy about this TWAB.
I'm going to the season of opulence page. So are we done
All
with the TWAB?
Let's
it
just
doesn't
move
matter.
forward. Let's
They-
just go ahead.
They bleed over.
Yeah, they
right.
do.
Yeah.
Like in any co-eds in any good sci-fi movie or horror movie. Okay.
Horror movie, yeah.
All right.
So here we go. So topic one's going to be the expected changes, which is going to lead into a nice little talking point. So the first thing that we know that we expected was going to happen is the power increase.
Yep.
Right? To what?
750.
750. Okay, everybody's good with us.
750.
New vanity rewards. So again, changes to the Eververse.
Yep.
Is anybody surprised?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Any betting people that think maybe like Tess will get another line of dialogue? Maybe I don't. Or,
No.
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 Depends on how much cash Claudia Black needs, but yeah, I mean we're good.
You can recast her as long as somebody records all the lines that like overwrite Fenchurch.
There's that.
Does anybody
Yeah.
care about Fenchurch? Chat.
No.
Does anybody care about Fenchurch?
I didn't even know who Fenchurch was, but I mean let's just roll with it.
I think he was a cat.
How cool would it be if Fenrir showed up one day?
Now that would be interesting. That would be
That's
interesting.
the new Hunter
Tess
Vanguard.
isn't here.
Yeah, Fenchurch is the new Hunter Vanguard. Problem is with the Hunter Vanguard, since it's Fenchurch, he's selling you everything.
Yeah.
He's like, well done on the flashpoints. This will cost you X amount of dollars.
Okay, so we know that the season of opulence, or the SU, as T abbreviates it, the SU.
Season of Osiris.
Season of Osiris of opulence
opulence.
of Osiris.
Of Osiris.
Is the we know this is the tease for September. This is it. This is the last one.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody's good with that. June through August. This is it. This is what we get.
We don't even know the name of the next one.
Right.
Yeah, well, this is nothing new. This is how each year goes. Go on.
It's redacted.
Season of the Redacted.
Season of the redacted.
Of Osiris.
Season of client attorney privilege. Okay.
Season of I Plead the Fifth.
Season of the non-disclosure agreement.
Season of the NDA.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, here we go.
Season of the Eula.
Season of the Eula. All right, which nobody reads.
My haul is in 108
all right.
pieces.
Thank you, Joy.
Decks 1 through 20 are buried, and my coolant system. I am a mess.
Are we ready now?
Humans. Okay. The Iron Banner has new seasonal armor. We know that, right? Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Every season, Iron Banner gets it. Are we
Huzzah.
excited?
It's unfortunate, but yes. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Why is it unfortunate?
The last
Ron?
ones have been okay.
I thought they had the perfect way of doing it before, where it's one piece of armor and each new season, or whatever you want to call it, for Iron Banner, had an ornament that you can get to change the way it looked. For those of us already, because I know at least one person in this group is constantly running out of storage space in his vault.
No, that's all of us.
No, that can't be all of us, because that doesn't happen to me.
That doesn't happen to me either.
I know where he's going at.
right.
Sit down, son.
right.
Move on.
Well,
please.
the two of us, half the fire team. Okay, so
right.
here we go. The Solstice of Heroes is July 30th. Starts on July 30th. By the way, the dates that I'm going to mention are not in chronological order because I wanted to copy them by topic, not by
Fair enough.
linear.
Because the most
timeline.
important date is July 2nd.
Oh, we're going to get to July 2nd. Teaser ding. Okay, so Solstice of Heroes, we're good because we had one of those last year.
Yep.
One thing.
No, I'm not good. Not good. I'm not interested. I already can tell you. If it's anything like last year, I'm out.
Which is this?
Solstice of Heroes. He's not into it.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Hey, in all fairness, I wasn't into the Revelry.
The Revelry was kind of meh.
I don't want flowers on my friggin' Titan armor. Screw that.
Revelry was the worst Destiny event, in my opinion.
I would have
Ooh,
rather
really?
had Crimson come back.
Brother Vance. Brother Vance, line 1.
That wasn't an event. That was just there.
It wasn't an event. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So that's July 30th. During that time, Gambit is free for all players. So even if you
Of
don't have the
course.
season pass, you can still experience
Okay,
Gambit.
very nice. Very
Good
nice.
way to suck people in before the next year when we ask for more money. I got you. I see what you did there, Bungie. New triumphs and lore books. We know that there's always new triumphs and lore books that come out with each release, and new rank rewards. Okay, now something else new that we've seen announced. We've seen some in the trailer, and we want to get into it as a new multiplayer experience, which is the Menagerie.
Oh yeah,
This looks like fun.
Okay.
The little clip in the trailer looks very
it was
intriguing.
more than a little clip.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a 6-player event, and you're going to use
Activity.
Sorry, event versus activity.
There's a difference.
You're right. Okay, it's a 6-player activity because you could do it more than once. And when you do it, you complete your Chalice of Opulence. Are we all on board with the Chalice of Opulence?
I like that. I think that's a good thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now,
But it's gonna be bad at the same time, and I'll go into that as well later.
why don't you do it now?
Okay. Well, okay. Do you remember the last time we had something like this?
The escalation protocol?
No.
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 When was
Well,
it? When was it?
It was during the dawning, and we were supposed to discover the recipes that gave us the cookies for each person, but within an hour after it started, somebody published the cookbook.
Yeah, it was
with
called
all
Forbes.
the different combinations.
Yeah, Forbes.
Yeah.
Forbes did it.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. The whole idea of the Chalice of Opulence that we're supposed to try to discover through craft. I like the idea of crafting weapons to your desired goals, right? To finish a build or whatever you want as far as perks. But there's not going to be any discovery there. At least virtual discovery.
So, yeah.
Unless you ignore it. Unless you ignore all the published. Because somebody's going to publish the definitive guide to the Chalice of Opulence. If you want this kind of gun with this perk and that, here's the combination.
So,
I personally think that it's gonna take maybe 2 days, and then someone's gonna publish it.
Okay, so to Ron's point, the way that it's going to work is you build your chalice,
Right.
and then before you go into a mission, you decide which runes to put into place,
Right.
and that determines basically what you're going
Your
for.
reward.
You get you get to sort of choose your reward if you complete the
Kind of like a choose your own adventure with rewards.
kind of yeah.
They never
yeah,
said
yeah.
anything about picking perks. It was just weapon types.
But so that's the reason Ron's like, if someone's going to post them so that if you do, this rune plus a red and a purple, you're going to get blank as the
Right,
end result.
right,
So just
right.
so people understand what the the thing is that people are ruining. We didn't actually explain what the process was before we talked. It was going to get submarined.
Right.
One cool thing, did you guys know that the chalice is actually shared between all the,
Yes,
the Guardians
I
on
did.
one
I
account?
did see that. I think that's great. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's...
I think that was a lesson.
dynamic.
I think that was a lesson learned from some of the other things where people really didn't want to have to repeat certain things over and over and over
Yeah.
again. It was, there's I guess there's a fine line between a grind and just a tedious process. But whatever it is, I think Destiny is trying to find that.
What do you mean shared?
In other words, when you do it, when you have the combination, you do it once. It's shared across all 3 characters.
Oh,
so,
okay.
You know.
But the chalice is shared across all the characters. But do each of the 3 characters have to do the quest or no?
I don't think so. I think when you talk to Benedict 44 to kick off the quest, and
Right.
then that's how you get the chalices the first time. What I don't know is, I would assume that since you can vault them, that the I don't know if the triumphs count across all 3 characters. I don't know across all 3 characters on the account if you have them. I don't know if you. In my case, I have empty slots, right? If I earn a reward and then I create a character later, did they automatically get that triumph? Like that kind of nonsense. I don't know. I'm not in the weeds, and also I don't work at Bungie, so that I don't know. But I do agree with you that someone's going to be like, "Hey, you don't want to grind at all? Then here's exactly what to do. Put these 3 in, and then you'll get this. Put these 3 in, you'll get this. Put these 3 in, you'll get this." And they'll probably also be like, and you can cheese if you sit up here in this window and pretend, to lick your paws. I don't know. Like, I know it's the
Here's my fear, though. Do you remember back in who keeps calling it season of Osiris? But back during Osiris and that forge, different activities gave you different ingredients. We'll just call them ingredients.
Yeah.
My fear is
Advanced
that
paradox amplifier, and yes, I know radio
Yes.
cultures. I know all that crap. I'm still doing it.
So
Still
my
doing it.
fear is that everybody's going to want, say, the sniper rifle with whatever handle. Let's go with that example, right? If the reward, if the ingredients, we'll call them ingredients, if the ingredients are only available, say, in Crucible, people will get upset because they don't want to do Crucible to get the blue rune. Okay, but the blue runes only comes from, because remember back in Curse of Osiris, you had to do certain activities to get certain ingredients.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll see how this works. but it would be bad if that were the case for some people. I personally, I enjoy all the activities, so that doesn't matter to me. But there are those who don't like doing, say, strikes. Do they lock themselves out of ingredients? Also, there are all of us who like knowing that when I do a strike, I am definitely getting that ingredient. Versus people say, if I do an activity, it's going to be random what I get.
Versus the Braytech Osprey.
Yeah, versus Braytech Osprey. Exactly.
Versus Braytech Osprey one. So you see what I'm saying? I'm wondering how Bungie's going to balance that. That's a tough thing to do because there are going to be those. You can't make everybody happy, but
no,
there
you're
will be
not with
people
this game.
upset if I
Not with this game.
There will be people upset if they are doing activity to get the ingredient to get the gun that they want to forge, and there will be those who are just as upset going through an activity with no clue what they're going to get at the end.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're gonna have to find out.
The involuntary exclusion by design, right? Where you do something and you're like, this person can't get it because they just don't do this part of the game.
Right.
Which goes back to, I think, a former episode a while back where we're like, are you okay with that?
Many episodes.
Yes.
There were many episodes where we brought that up. Yeah. I mean, but anyway.
All right, so that's the thought on the menagerie, which I think is that family of activities, not events, that are the Archon's Forward, Escalation Protocol, Blind Well, like those flavor of things that we certainly have in different levels of enjoyment doing. I think the Forges are included in that too, to an extent, because anything with multiplayer matchmaking, I think, could be in there.
I just want the long hand cannon.
What they got right though for the menagerie, they made it 2 different tiers, right?
Yes.
And one tier is matchmaking, and the other tier is fire team. Is you got to go in with a group. Again, good and bad. You lose the solo player with the one, but you prevent what we see in the Reckoning so many times. You get there, you go through a run, you're successful, everybody stays, the group stays, and then the next run, you were just successful, you failed, the group disbands. But we were good, we just one slip up.
We just had, exactly. Yeah. I do like that. I like that a lot.
Are you saying people are fickle on the internet, Ron? Is that what you're saying?
It's odd how people just,
Isn't that?
I mean, you go. I mean, personally, I have a lot of Reckoning success gun completions at the 3rd tier, and it's crazy how I can be in a group where there are 3 people and we do it well 1, 2, 3 times in a row, and then the 4th time, one person, for whatever reason, they goofed or they got knocked off the bridge of folly, and other people say, well, that's it, I'm leaving. We're good. We're solid. We can do this. Nope, I'm out. I'm like, great. You gotta look for another group, and it was hard enough to find that one that was successful 3 times in a row, and now you gotta just wait and wait and wait
rebuild.
For more failure.
Someone just knocked over your Lego Death Star. You got to rebuild from scratch.
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, my Lincoln Logs stuff. I'm that old. Lincoln Logs.
You made a Death Star out of the Lincoln Logs?
Yo, guys.
Sorry.
Guys.
Stay on target.
About this.
Stay on target.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right. So topic 2, let's talk about the Crown of Sorrow.
All right.
Right. So a little bit of different rollout to this than in previous releases.
I'm tackling it solo.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Go for it, baby.
Brandon's soloing the raid, Ron, in case you didn't hear him loud enough. Okay, so it's going to launch the same day, just hours later, than the Season of Opulence launches. But it's going to be basically a higher tier than you can be when you start the season, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, do we... Okay, and we know you got to go talk to Benedict. You launch that, get you your Imperial Summons. That's for the other thing. What's the thought on that? That definitely sounds like this is designed to make the world's first not measured in a couple of hours, but rather the same thing that they did last time around, which is like the raid. I know that the world's first, there's titles on the line. The 1% of the 1% are the ones who are going to try to be going for this thing.
Sure.
And this is a different way to make it more difficult. Like last time was make the puzzles harder. This time it's make the enemies more difficult to defeat.
Sure.
Or maybe it's a combination of both. We don't know because we haven't seen the raid yet.
We'll find out.
So what's the thought on that approach? Like
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, knowing that 99% of the Destiny player community won't partake in it, but they do care because a lot of them will be watching. I'll probably be watching from a crappy hotel Wi-Fi like last 20 raid releases.
Yeah.
But
Well, I know Maxie has already said we actually have a fire team together. I'm actually going to take at least half a day from work, and just Maxie said, let's just go in and let's see how far we can get.
Why it launches at 7 p.m.
Oh, then I guess we won't be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to let me look that up because she was like, yeah, let's just go in and let's check it out and let's
you could do it
let's
the
just
day
casually
after
go through it.
release, but it launches at 7 p.m. as far as I remember.
Let me double check what the 100.io said for us. But yeah, she actually put a team together and said, we're not going for world's first. We're just going to poke in and look around. Yeah,
maybe somebody
And,
gets lucky and gets an exotic that we've never seen
exactly.
before. Or whatever, right? Yeah.
Something like that, something for fun.
They'll be in collections.
It was actually my we're actually scheduling a day 1 raid to see who all is interested, and she's got down here. It starts at 1, so
1
I'll have
Eastern,
to,
1 Pacific.
Well, I'm getting to that.
1 a.m. 1 week.
I will fucking stop this goddamn podcast.
1 week
you
since
just
you looked at me.
Calm your tits, bro.
Don't worry, listeners. We'll
Calm
fix
your
this in post.
tits. Jesus H. Christ, man.
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Okay.
You know, 1 is the loneliest number.
Gotta throw this thing at you, man. We'll have to. I'll have to check with the fire team group because I didn't organize this. She just threw out there. Let's do a day 1 raid to see who all is interested, and that was it.
Well, if she said 1, then she thinks it launches right as
Probably
the season launches.
She's also
but
on the
that's
West Coast, so she might think it's 1 local time.
There is that too.
That's all I was trying to say.
No, it wasn't.
How's your blood pressure?
You were just being a prick, is what you were.
Yay, opulence.
Yay, opulence. Can we please continue? Man.
You're welcome. Shut up.
You were saying.
Let me go back to my notes.
Yay, opulence.
Okay, so looking at the trailer and looking at some of the other supporting materials that are previewing the upcoming raid, Crown of Sorrow. So do we in the trailer see the Ascendant Realm?
Yes.
In the Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
You confirmed.
Yep.
Okay. So that my follow-up question to that is: so who is the enemy? We know Vex. We know Hive.
Right.
So
a lot of Hive.
A lot of Hive.
Taken something else? Like what else do you think is going to pop up in the raid?
The only thing that was taken in the trailer was the Ascendant Realm.
So you're okay. So because you also watched something else with me too. So
right.
Okay. Yep. So thoughts on that? What do you guys think is going to be? Do you think it's going to be
what
all of the enemies? Do you
so
think it's
so
be...
what I mean, the one thing that they want to make sure that the raid is tough. Mm-hmm. That goes beyond that. That is the given because I heard a lot of people say Scourge of the Past was not tough enough, and then when you look at the different times for World's First, and then you look at the time for World's First on Last Wish, I mean it was ridiculous how long it took people to do World's First, but
because it was all puzzles,
right? But the thing is,
there were like 6 encounters,
right? But the point I'm getting at is that it was tough. They wanted it tough, they got tough, and I think that works out. I think that works out great. I think whatever we get for Crown of Sorrow, I think what people want is they want that challenge. They don't want to have a repeat of from D1 Crota.
Yep.
Because while a lot of people did complete Crota, they
the first Leviathan raids,
right?
Or the 3 of them.
Yep. Or the first Leviathan raids. Well, remember that wasn't a raid. That was a raid layer.
No,
which,
the first one was a raid.
First one was a raid.
Truth.
But the second one was a raid layer.
Good question. So it seems like the first time around that there was a raid, and for those of you who are listening to this and not watching it, I'm going to give you difficulty levels, right? So for the high difficulty seeking players, right, the 1%ers,
right,
they wanted the raid to be as challenging as possible. Then you have your casual players who would therefore not even try it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So initially it sounded like the attempt to put something in between those two things was a raid layer. It sounded like later that it was a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we think that the dungeon formula would work if all of a sudden halfway through Season of Opulence we get a dungeon?
I would yes,
okay,
because
so
the
we're
dungeon,
all in agreement there.
yeah, and I would welcome a new dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I had such a I've been really every time I go back in for that freaking ship, I find myself enjoying the dungeon more and more and more, and so I would love to see that happen.
Yeah.
I would love to see another dungeon. If someone would say you have a choice, you're gonna have a raid layer or a dungeon, I would gladly take the dungeon.
The same thing. Raid layers just have 6 people.
Yeah, well, there's that, and there's that too. Yeah.
But I think that's. I think not having a 6-person requirement is one of the things that makes the dungeon more appealing.
Right.
Also,
Absolutely.
right? Okay,
Yeah,
so we're good on that. Okay, good.
Okay.
Ron, thoughts on whatever it was I just talked about?
I think it's cool that they're doing that because anybody who wants to go into the raid can jump into the raid, provided they finish the quest, which we don't know how long that's going to take and how difficult that's going to be on the first pass. Since nobody's published the how-to definitive guide to the quest yet.
Did you hate Cliff Notes growing up, or did that just like when you became an adult? Did that become a thing?
No. It just in my circle of friends on the PS4, there are those that refuse to do any activity until they've watched every video on it.
Okay, so they're gonna love when Google runs its service and you can actually just push the button on your controller that shows you the video on how to do it, right?
So basically, yeah, you can hear. I mean, one of my, God bless him, I can hear in the background for every Ascendant challenge. I'm like, dude, you've done them all already. Why are you still watching the video on it? Anyway, that's besides the point.
Bless his heart.
So we don't know how long the quest is going to be,
right?
To do it. So what? So 4 p.m. Pacific time is what? 8 p.m. local for us on the East Coast.
7 p.m. East, yeah.
7 p.m. Eastern. So that gives you have 7 solid hours, 6 hours to do the quest. It'd be pretty cool. I like the fact that no matter how overpowered you are, it doesn't count. It doesn't help you.
Yeah, I'd like that approach. I think we're all sort of in agreement that that's an interesting. Like we've done this, we've tried this before. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to put it into practice, and I think we'll.
But
see
what they did.
Go ahead.
What they didn't tell us though is what is the power level recommended for each encounter yet. So we don't know. We don't know how hard is it going to be. Right off the bat.
First one is grab your ankles.
Yeah. And the fourth one is human centipede. I understand, but still.
Oh my god! Oh my god! We went there.
Whatever you do, Guardians, do not let somebody shoot your ghost, lest you become
Guardian down.
Guardian centipede.
Okay. We need to get back to the notes because we're closing in on the 1 hour mark.
Okay, so here we go.
Go
so we're gonna jump ahead to new weapons and armor. So we have new pinnacle weapons that we know about. The Revoker.
Well, yep. They call it pinnacle, but they're not really. Some of them are. Go on.
God damn! Can you wait till the end for dissenting opinion, man? All right.
No, he can't.
The Revoker, the Wendigo GL3, and the Hush. Right.
Yep.
I can't wait to see somebody build the Hush in 3D printing.
Gorgeous. You know that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know that's gonna happen.
There's Solstice armor. So we know our friend Eva Levante is back.
Mm-hmm.
You can pursue year 2 Solstice armor through her.
Solstice stuff is too flashy.
Yeah. There is a daily element challenge. You have to match your damage to the element and then gain an empowerment buff. So she's got a daily specific element challenge. Where did we see a particular element challenge before? Did we do Arc Week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? So my thought is they learned from Arc Week, and now they're going to... Let's see what happens if we do it in a daily format, right?
Why not?
So that gets to, like I'm saying, like they did the dungeon before, maybe they're learning... Like, there's a lot of things that I think they've put out there at us, not as a one and done. So when you guys are talking about the dungeon...
I mean, Arc Week was a buff thing. It was like changing it was reworking the Arc subclasses.
It was then, but if you can, instead of make it a buff to the subclass, make it some sort of empowerment...
Just a challenge.
I think it's going to be like polarization.
Mm-hmm.
The modifier on like
yeah, right.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
There is a Moments of Triumph, which sounds like it's the same elemental kind of challenge in PvP. That's the week of July 9th.
Right.
And now we're going to get into the juice of what we wanted to talk about. So
get to the week before that.
I will, but before I get there,
man. Okay, so it's not just me. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God, it's not just me.
On June 11th,
these are some copious notes.
We get an exotic weapon quest.
Oh yeah.
For what?
Hand cannon.
No. June 11th. The truth.
The truth.
The truth.
Correct.
The truth again. Yay.
Right. Which is what in this game?
It's a rocket launcher.
Right.
It was a rocket launcher in the first one.
Yeah. It looked like a grenade launcher in the new one, but it's a rocket launcher.
Yeah, it's a rocket launcher.
Okay, so here's trivia question number 1.
Okay, trivia question number 1, everybody. Pull out your hats.
Chat. What? Don't you Google it, you bastard, you magnificent bastard. If you know it, because you went all the way back to D1, like Coach. I almost called him Chef. Like Coach, you're talking about food so much in the last couple episodes.
Hey, it works.
What is the quote for the truth on the original Grimoire card?
It's not "Hello, children."
Hey, Chef.
Sounds very sick.
I thought you were going to ask what the
Again,
perk was.
So the trivia question is, what was the
quote on the Grimoire card for the truth in D1?
All right.
And I think he means the flavor text, but go ahead.
Right. Well, it's a quote. How are my little crackers today? Okay, so we'll see if anybody, and bonus if you can name who.
Insert
the
clip
quote's
to D1 where you can shoot in the sky and it'll still track an enemy. Nope, that wasn't it.
No.
Sorry, Nova, you're out.
Oh, the truth.
The
yeah,
truth.
'cause it's got the tracking rounds.
Right.
Like the heavy tracking rounds.
Right.
So
we'll come back to that.
We'll let
we'll
people
come back
answer
to
that.
Yeah. We'll
Continue.
In the interim, let's talk July 2nd.
Let's talk July 2nd.
Nova dropped in. Truth is where you seek it.
Is where you seek it. That's correct. Yep.
Whoa! All right. So Nova actually, Nova gets into the drawing.
Is where you seek it. That's right. Yep.
Right.
It's like yours, not mine for the last one.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
July 2nd.
July 2nd.
Hold on. We'll let Ron use the steel wool on his microphone one more time there before we get going. We have another exotic hand cannon quest. Right?
Yep. 'Cause
Okay.
we haven't had enough of those.
We don't know if it's exotic, though. We don't know if it's exotic.
That's true.
But we're assuming that.
I mean, it's a quest.
Okay. So
like you're not used to this, dude. I wake up every morning with this. So please continue, Nick.
yeah, I need all of my statements qualified.
Yeah, exactly.
I already do it at home.
Called.
It is it's the one that's not golden purple. What do you call it? The long hand cannon?
Long hand, and then the one that's golden purple is the Ias Luna, but
right,
spicier.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So the quest is the Lumina.
The Lumina.
Oh, that does look pretty. It does. It looks like a kinder, gentler.
It's a malfeasance ornament.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
So the question is.
This is trivia.
Not yet.
Okay.
Now I'll tell you when the trivia.
All right,
trivia
great.
question's coming.
Okay.
Is this in fact the rose?
Well, actually, Nova just said basically it's the rose, it's the counterpart to the thorn.
Okay.
All right.
So, hey Nova, do you want to write out the history of the rose? And let me see if you're going to answer the trivia question before I ask it, because
all right,
I have some trivia on here, and I have some. I just want everybody to sort of get the backstory on what the rose is. The rose is not a gun that you've ever had in the game before.
Okay, so
no one knows what it actually looks like.
So that's a challenge for you, Nova. Are you going to write out the? Just wrote Rose was a gun. No, Rose was a companion in Doctor Who. So get your facts together.
Also in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that too.
See?
That too. Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know if in fact it is the rose. Wink, wink. Right? There's a lot of people who assume that it is.
Right.
We know that the rose was wielded by Rezel Azir, who fell from the light and became
Dredgen Yor.
Dredgen Yor, of course, right? And then he was looking for new ways to fight the darkness and went to the Hive and essentially got overcome, bound to the darkness. Unless Nova is going to already type this, I have a question. If he's going to answer it.
No. He's in the running. He's in the running. He cannot do the trivia question. He can answer the trivia question a second time. You can qualify once for the free book.
Okay, fair enough.
So
this is not the trivia. This is not the trivia question, but the rose becomes what weapon, Brandon?
The thorn.
The thorn. Okay, we all know that the rose becomes the thorn. Okay, the trivia question is.
Here's the trivia question. Nova, gotta be quiet.
Name the wizard who Rezel Azir meets and who prophesizes that his falling from the light. Name the wizard who he meets on the moon.
Right,
who prophesizes
or
his fall.
Luna, as they called it.
Okay.
From the light.
So there's your trivia question. Name the wizard.
Right.
Name the wizard.
Yes.
That prophesied this.
Yes.
All right.
And also basically the one who makes the rose into the thorn.
Yep.
Right.
In the process.
Okay.
So there's good. Now, we have a theory from My Name is Bife.
Oh yeah.
Ding.
Of course.
Okay. If you've watched, Bife already has a video on Season of Opulence.
Of course he does.
It's not very long.
It's 13 minutes.
Yeah, he's got
okay. I can handle a 13-minute video for a 90-minute video. Which by the way, if I had my screen up, it would still be in the spot where
he finally watched it.
I did.
Oh
today.
yeah.
It's amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it? That's why I want to finish it.
I aspire to be Rezel Azir, but not the actual Rezel Azir.
No, please don't be the actual Rezel Azir. So the theory is that the Lumina is the weapon of hope or the weapon of light, equivalent to the weapon of Sora.
Okay.
According to it becoming a weapon of darkness, essentially, right?
Right.
So that's the thought. Does either the rose become the thorn becomes the lumina, or the rose becomes the lumina or the thorn?
Every rose has its thorn.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any answers on the trivia question?
Nope.
Okay, then,
not so far.
then answer that. What do you guys think? Do you think that the lumina, based on its design and exact size, if you put scale over the rose, or do you not give a crap? Like, candidly, that's fine, because you guys are looking to be very thoughtful. I don't know if he's eating chili. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
No. Ron is paying attention to what
Okay.
to what's being
So,
said.
any thoughts on that, Ron? And you can't answer the trivia question. You work here.
No, I have no thoughts. I'm looking forward to see what the gun can do. I love the Thorn personally.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I don't have it.
handgun.
I have the last word.
Is the wizard Xior, Xyor?
And what is her title? She has 2.
What is her title, Shav? What's her title?
You're halfway there, Chef.
She has 2 titles. What are they? Don't you dare Google it. If you can't do it from memory,
Let's see.
the Unwed.
Yes, that is
Yep.
exactly
All right.
her title.
So Shav is in
Way to
Shav is in
go,
the running.
Shav.
Nice one, Shav. Nice
Right.
one.
We also would have accepted Zior the Betrothed.
All right.
But when
So-
her
That's
knight,
the cooler
when
one.
her knight gets killed, and she uses the parts of the knight to make the rose into the thorn. Which
Okay,
is a
well there you go.
great,
All right, so
Yeah.
we have
horrifying
Nova.
story.
We have Nova,
Yep,
and
and
we
Shav.
have Shav. They're in the running for
Good
a
work, chat.
nice work.
How
Nice
do we
work,
feel
guys.
about having trivia questions in the podcast? By the way, because I'll work up
I
more.
love
of
this.
those.
They're kind of fun. They're kind of fun, and we
Okay.
got a lively chat. So this is working.
And I have more
working out.
giveaways if next time we find people who already have Twitch for Dummies, I have other stuff to give away.
There we go.
Yep.
That works. That works. Okay.
Good.
Nova, this is for a signed copy of Twitch for Dummies. So that's what so right now it's you and Shav, and then I'm gonna we're gonna draw names out of a hat, probably out of that hat, and then we're going to go on ahead and we're going to I'll send out a copy.
You never mentioned the other hand cannon.
Okay.
I didn't mention which other
So,
hand cannon.
The long hand cannon.
The long hand cannon. Which one's that?
The one that Bife thinks might turn into the Lumina.
Oh no, that was it, right?
Yeah, but you never said that.
Well, isn't that the rose? That's the one that he thought was it.
He thought that was the weapon that turns into Lumina, which is Rose.
Right.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
We're on target. That's the.
Yeah, but we're kind of wandering now, way off. We were
No.
actually talking about stuff coming up in the next season, guys.
And we are,
and we're coming up to. We've gone well over the hour
Okay.
mark, and
All
we're
right.
gonna probably have an epic size show. I'm just trying to keep. I'm trying to keep it tight.
If I didn't
trying
explain
to keep it tight,
that's the one I was talking about. If I didn't
Okay.
explain it properly, it's
All
the
right.
one that's not purple and gold. That's
because
why
the
I
one
was-
thing that
yeah.
Chad has been saying again and again and again, and we haven't even touched on, is one of the big changes coming with the Season of Opulence is
Swords.
Swords.
Yep.
Swords.
what about the Eververse UI?
That you move your also that your pursuits move.
Yeah.
That's so pursuits are not going to be on the
Okay,
and your
Chad,
character
your
page.
pursuits are moved. There you go.
All right.
Okay, so we
Hey,
covered that.
Chat, swords are different.
No,
What else do you want?
Make swords great again. Swag.
I'm not doing that.
There's
Okay.
also
I'm not-
63 pursuit slots, if that matters.
Do you get any extra vault slot?
No.
No.
Go back to your copious notes. You just stick with the copious
No,
notes.
I'm done with copious notes. Like
Are
I
we
said,
all
you guys
done
had
with
to
it?
cover the twab.
So that was the
because-
end. That was the end of the copious
Oh no,
notes.
hold on. Do you want to talk swords?
We can because
Yes.
like I said, some folks in chat were talking about those. They kept saying swords are coming back, and yeah, it's beautiful. They are really buffing the swords, which I am more than happy with
yeah.
because not since Black Talon have I seen, and I'm noticing it too in prep for.
You guys really don't want to talk about the changes to Sturm and Drang?
Not really.
I do.
That put me to sleep, man. I mean, I wish I could. You know what? The Strum and Drang, that combo is a lot like the movie Dark Phoenix. I should be getting excited about the movie, but I really don't give a crap.
Yep. All right, here we go.
So there we go.
What about the gold and purple Sturm or Drang? Whatever
Right?
it was on the weapons page.
Ooh, okay.
The Luger, gold and
Yeah.
purple Luger.
Yeah.
Okay. Sword changes. Ammo capacity increases to a max of 70. The starting ammo increases by 10. The Black Talon, the ground and aerial projectile ammo cost increases from 3 to 4. Adaptive frame swords, ground uppercut ammo cost increases from 3 to 4. They're going to give you more ammo, but the attacks are going to cost more. So it's
Just a
something to
little
offset.
bit.
Yeah.
Not too much. Not too much.
Aggressive frame swords now lunge at target with their aerial light attack.
So the crown splitter.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Light
Until
attack consolidated into a single damage event. Okay. Slam attack consolidated into a single damage event.
Yep.
Slam attack ammo cost increased from 3 to 4. Anything with a lightweight frame, damage tuning. So,
Fang.
yep.
Someone's going to be running with Quick Fang.
Well, there's going to be a new one, too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ground light attack increased by 17%. Aerial light attack decreased by 21%. Ground dash attack increased by 87%.
Danger zone!
Aerial dash attack increased by 78%.
Danger zone!
No ammo aerial light attack decreased by 49%, so use your ammo.
Yep.
All other no ammo attacks decreased by 15%. Ground dash attack ammo cost increased from 2 to 3.
Bless you.
Thank you. Okay, sorry, I don't have a cough button. Ammo capacity is increased, but also the cost of heavy attacks proportionately to encourage mixing and light attacks to get the most out of them instead of just repeatedly using heavy attacks. Kind of like with your spectral blades, not always just jamming on R1.
Yep. Guilty.
Yep.
Guilty.
And lightweight and aggressive swords are getting the same treatment in that they will show up with a new form in Season of Opulence, aka a new skin.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that.
Happy to get
it's
another
been
Quick
needed.
Fang.
Yep. I've been hanging on that Black Talon.
Like that?
I'm gonna bring it out. It's gonna be great.
That's the quickest anybody slipped in a sword since the 18th century.
Hey now, wow.
Yeah, that hurt.
So we really do need to wrap this up. Did you have any other trivia for us?
Oh no, but I do have a shout out.
Okay, have a quick shout out.
What about the Eververse UI update?
Hey, did you know Pursuits are... Anyways, so I met while I was at Escape Velocity this past weekend, which is the annual event for the Museum of Science Fiction. I met a dead orbit hunter.
Yes, you did.
Yes, and his name is Keenan Cyrus Reddix, and I will send you posters like I promised, my man. Definitely good hanging out with you. Good dude for sure. He missed me on Sunday. I missed him on Sunday. So I will send you your wanted posters as we promised, and just a general shout out to him. Brandon, do you have anything while T's taking a drink?
No.
I actually do have a shout out myself. Vintage Moon. We had her on the show recently. _vintage_moon on Instagram. She just posted today a fantastic mashup that she did with her Petrovenge opposite of Marasov, and it's really great. She just does top notch work, and she hangs out with top notch folks.
Yeah.
So
I guess the invitation of the nine has to wait till next episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, let's just say it was pretty awesome.
Drifter's got some unhandled power.
So really, in closing, let's start with Ron. In closing, what are you looking forward to most in Season of Opulence?
I'm looking forward to the menagerie and crafting. But I also, I want to see out of the, not counting you, Nick, because I already know your answer to this. Which of us will have the not Pinnacle Revoker first?
Because it's Crucible.
Yeah, because it's
it'll
Crucible.
be you.
I got it. Yeah. What about the do you think who do you think's, well, they're debating. Who do you think's going to have the Hush first? The Gambit one. The bow.
It's not going to be me. I think it's going to be T.
Think T's going to have?
I would. Yes, that is actually.
I'm going for both. So
I'm going
I think
for that
T's
one.
going to get the Hush first.
It's an interesting perk because it's like
I might get it before I get the ship.
Hip shot precision hits increase drawback time. Or speed. Drawback speed.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like, it's random, but
Yep.
it looks good. So,
What, Brandon, what's something you're looking for from Opulence? Anything?
I'm looking forward to see what the quests are for the exotics. I want to know why Truth is the one that they're bringing back of all exotic
So
weapons.
it's a great question, but it maybe fits into the whole Allegiance quest kind of stuff. Like maybe
Say it
there's
again?
something in there, like why the Truth is the one thing that they brought back in terms of as a quest weapon. You know what I mean? Like why is it that weapon out of all things? And I think there's
There's got to be story there somewhere.
There is, and it's kind of the the emerging weapons and the predictive sort of nature of things, and maybe that's. I mean, you can go a million different ways with it, right? Is it like, I don't know, if I was writing this like 10 steps out, is like do you mix the predictive engine with the power of the war mind so you can counter the unpredictability of the Vex?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's like a million different ways that you can go with it. So there's.
I'm also excited to see what secrets they have in store for us, like the Whisper quest or the Outbreak quest.
Oh, just stuff that just suddenly happens, like the Whisper. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That what and we haven't even touched on that. The
feel like
0 hour
if-
the 0 hour quest was so much freaking fun.
if they're bringing
I had
back
a
old
blast with
weapons,
that.
do it that way.
Did you finish the 0 hour quest? We could do that too. Okay, so Brandon's got to finish that last step on
we
that
got
too.
to
Outbreak.
get that happening.
But if they're bringing back old weapons, do it that way.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
like if you're going to do it in a way it's a secret and it's not immediately discovered.
Yeah. No, I agree. So that was I think that the Whisper was one of those sort of like nobody even thought it was coming kind of highlights.
Yeah. And then they nerfed it to oblivion. But
so I will tell you again. I'm looking forward to the lore. I'm looking forward to how like this incredible storyline around the Drifter and the Nine ties into where Mara and Savathun left off. And I really don't. I think that like Season of Opulence is basically going to be. I hate to say it, but I think it's just the setup story for whatever the huge event is in year 3 that pops in September. I still think it's going to be satisfying because I think that there are a lot of lessons learned that we've seen them put into practice, whether it's element-specific kind of things or whether it's a dungeon or whether it's yet another activity that we can do together. And I think there have just been a lot of steps in the right direction, and there's a lot of momentum that
like
moves
dumping
into.
Activision.
It's weird how we were somewhat critical of Bungie last show, and now between those 2 weeks we've got this new TWAB out, we've got the Season of Opulence and all the stuff that it's promising, and it's like there's a whiff of optimism, and I'm really hoping that
yay
optimism, yay optimistic opulence of Osiris.
So I just and I don't think they waste Aldrin on a season. I think that's
it's the year
that's a
3
card
reveal.
that's close to the vest that doesn't happen
Okay,
until then.
Nick, give me your hat.
Hold please.
Okay, so here we go, chat. So we only had 2 people because we only had 2 trivia questions. But the next time we do this, we'll probably have more trivia questions. But here's how I'm making this.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to write more trivia questions.
No, that's okay.
First time
Now
I
you
tried
know.
it.
Yeah, it's the first time we tried it. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually I've written Shav's and Nova's name 3 times each. We got 6. We've got 6 of these. We got 6 of these.
4 of these.
We got 4 of these. We got 6 names, but we got 4 names.
These.
We've got 15. 10 commandments. It's either going to be Shav or it's going to be Nova.
You dropped another one.
Oh, damn it. So it's either going to be Shav or Nova, but we're mixing them up.
All right.
Brandon.
Reach in there, Brandon.
Reach in there. Dig around. Dig around.
Fate.
Dig around. Dig around.
That's 2.
All right.
And it says...
All right, just go ahead and drop it down and give it to me. Or are you you want to read it? Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen. The name of the person who has won a free copy of Twitch for Dummies autographed. It's Shav. Shav takes it.
Sorry, Nova.
Sorry, Nova. You'll have to just go to a bookstore and get it, or get it from your local library. It will not be signed, and you'll have to return it if you go to your local library. But yeah, Shav got the Shav got it. Thank you very much, Shav.
Nova's pretty deep though. I may have to keep some
throw
deep
more trivia down.
going.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
Nova, Shav, Marv, all these guys. They're all
Lore-tastic.
Yeah, you were competing, Nova. I told you know what? This is the problem with the youths of today. You don't listen. Anyway,
Well, before we go, Nick, did you mention another date for June? June 6th?
June 6th?
Oh, yeah. They're doing a stream reveal.
June 6th, the reveal for the next chapter of Destiny 2.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm. June 6th. You can actually see that on the you can see that on our Twitter stream. Yeah. We actually put that up there. The date.
I'm already so hyped for Opulence. It's gonna be June 6th, and I'm gonna be dying.
I'll be home. Oh no, I'll sort of be home. I'll be home that day. Hey, thanks for keeping me honest on that, there, Obi. I appreciate it. I totally missed that because it wasn't on the site that I was looking at today.
But thanks everybody for hanging out in stream. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's been a good run. The show's obviously running long because we had a lot to say about not just the Season of the Drifter, but Season of Opulence as well. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Obi. Thank you, Brandon. It has been an absolute delight having you guys, of course, coming over to the studio and recording this wacky show that we do every 2 weeks or so.
Never again.
And this is never again. He says that. So anyway,
true dredging.
Like a true dredging that he is. So thanks everybody. We really do appreciate it. Hope you've had a great time. Yes, go on ahead and please actually send me on Discord, Shav, the address and who I'm going to be making this out to. If I'm making it out to Shav, tell me to make it out to Shav. But go on ahead and do that for me. And again, I really appreciate it. Remember, folks, Happy Hour from the Tower is protected by a non-commercial, no derivative, share-alike United States 3.0 license. You can find out more about that license at creativecommons.org. So on behalf of the entire fire team, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Eyes up, Guardian. Time to give up the ghost. The first round's on us. Wow, we went long. Whew.
Hey, T.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
That was fast.
I really
That's
hope
also
so.
what she said.
Woo! Jeez.
Somebody said something while we were mic checking for the show yesterday, and this one girl from the side of the stage, I hear her go, "That's what she said."
Oh man.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't know who you are.
Chat,
but you're
thank you all so
welcome-
much for hanging
so
out
welcome
with us.
to this show.
I did not expect us to go this long.
I didn't know you were going to ask me to take my hat off because trying to get this arm still doesn't
Oh,
go up there.
Oh,
so-
right.
Yeah.
Did you? Can you put anything on it, or you?
Yeah, I've done nothing.
Oh,
Of course.
I mean,
yeah,
I didn't know if you had anything here that I could like. Do we ice it? Do we heat it? Do we do?
We've done all those things.
All right,
It's
all right.
getting better. Like I couldn't touch
For the
my
record,
nose.
you're getting closer to Bucky Barnes than ever.
You are getting a Bucky Barnes kind of look on you. It's kind of cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll just stop dyeing it, and then it'll be great. I'll be
all right. That was a good one, but man,
I
did
a
not
cyber
expect
arm in
us
a
to go that long.
second.
I
God,
honestly,
God,
didn't.
I would take a cyber arm so quickly. Right
We
now.
know. Just don't go cyber psycho.
I don't care if it took German mind control with it. I'd be fine.
All right, we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna wrap things up early. Obi,
T's
thank
got to watch the Game of Thrones finale.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. Deadwood, a show that could do in 2 hour with a 2 hour movie and a 10-year gap, then it could actually stick the landing. Could stick the landing. It could even stick King's Landing, to be honest with you. Anyway, that was a good run. That was a good show, guys. Thank you very much.
Lots to talk about. I like when you leave me room for copious notes.
And I will definitely be bleeping out that little rant in the middle. Man.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep it in there.
You're,
I'm gonna keep it in there, but man, have I got to bleep that puppy out.
You got to fix your Yosemite dropping because it has the S word in there too.
Which one?
Yosemite.
Wait,
Hallelujah
are
one.
you talking this one? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta turn it up. Hold on.
Where's the Tylenol?
Oh, it's still playing. This one right here.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
Oh, you got
Where's
it.
the Tylenol?
I got it. I got this.
Okay.
This is not my first rodeo.
I hate that one.
What, you don't like?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
You don't think that's me? That's like me in a nutshell right there.
Pierces my ears.
Well, it's supposed to. I mean, along with this one.
Danger zone!
But I mean,
That's just clipping.
well, there's that.
The other one's just piercing.
I
don't
understand.
Like it.
I understand.
Did you fix your board or you just haven't touched anything so it hasn't disintegrated on you?
Right now the board, everything on the board. No, I haven't fixed it, but everything on the board seems
Don't
to be.
touch any of the
behaving.
knobs, like otherwise.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think contact cleaner is gonna fix that.
No, it's not.
You can just take my contacts.
Like I said, no, I'm gonna try to get as much as I can out of this board. This board is like this computer right here. It is a classic, and it is hung in there, and it is done. It does not owe me a single thing. Oh, hey, no problem, Shaft. Thank you for being a part of this. I know it's
Thanks everybody in chat.
Yeah, I know everybody in chat was phenomenal tonight. We had a great time. We had a great crowd. I really appreciate it, everybody. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Unicorn. So Obi, thanks again. We will talk to you. I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'll be on.
All right. You take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Yep, gonna be grinding Prime.
Yep, grind that
2 more
Prime,
days.
baby. Grind that Prime.
2 days left.
All right, talk
A
to
day
you
and a
later.
half left, actually. All right.
Okay. Yeah, good times, everybody. Good times. Thank you again, everybody. So we're just gonna wrap up. I'm gonna go upstairs and have dinner because I'm getting a little lightheaded. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow night Tomorrow morning, bright and early, 5 a.m. I will be back. These guys will probably be asleep.
I'll be
but
up at 6.
Well, you'll be up at 6. That's true. He might even Brandon might even pop in and just say hi. But until then, hey everybody, thanks a lot. Thanks for
Tuesday's definitely a drop of new stuff because I'll be on the road.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna, but we'll make sure to take care of you guys. Anyway, thanks everybody. Take care, and I will see you all bright and early, 5 a.m. for more Gaming with the Team Monster. Talk to you later.
Bye, everybody.